At the beginning of Easter week on Indonesia's Sulawesi island, Catholics in the city of Makassar gathered to mark Palm Sunday, unaware two bombers were waiting. The pair tried to enter the cathedral through the main gate, but was stopped.
The attacker was trying to enter our church, and one of our staff saw it and got suspicious. He then stood by the gate, and that's when the bomb exploded.
Police cordoned off the area.
So far, all police units are here, including the forensic team and also the police chief.
The president said all people in Indonesia have the right to worship in peace.
I strongly condemn this act of terrorism, and I have given instructions to the police chief to investigate the networks of the perpetrators to take down that network to the root.
In the early 2000s, bomb attacks in Indonesia were more frequent and killed many people. But in recent years, authorities have increased their crackdown on active networks. Experts say the threat has decreased, but not disappeared.
The security apparatus actually created maximum deterrence, but we know that these terror groups are always finding new ways to avoid security.
In recent months, police have made more arrests, and authorities are investigating whether the attack might have been a retaliation against their operations. Jessica Washington, Al Jazeera, Jakarta.
Well, Judith Jacobs, a Southeast Asia security and political risk analyst, she says clandestine groups in Indonesia have repeatedly targeted churches in recent years.
There has been no immediate claim of responsibility, and I guess we're going to have to wait for a definite answer. However, churches are routinely targeted by numerous militant Islamist groups in Indonesia. For example, in 2018, 3 churches were attacked by supporters of the Jemaah Ansharut Daulah, JAD, a group that was formed by a radical preacher called Aman Abdul Rahman. Generally, security forces and local security guards outside of religious facilities are aware of the threat posed by militant Islamists to religious facilities. It is usually quite robust. Unfortunately, the determination of the attackers persists. I think that the government and the security forces in Indonesia generally, by and large, do a good job. You'd see that in February, about 20 suspected JAD members from Makassar itself were arrested, and the police have been quite vigilant throughout 2020, even with the pandemic raging. I think they've arrested about 200 or so suspected militants throughout the country. So they are doing what is required of them, but there will always be individuals, given that these are clandestine organizations that operate in diffuse cells, always ones that will slip through the cracks, unfortunately.